Current lightweight champion Islam Makhachev is going to move up to the welterweight division to face Della Maddalena.
Of course, JDM has pure better striking than Islam.
We know for a fact if Jack clips someone clean on the chin, they can go over. So it could happen in the first minute, it could happen in the 24th minute, it could happen in the 24 minute 59 seconds, it could happen.
Dana White, the master of the bombshell announcement, has done it again. In a massive reveal that's already set the MMA world on fire, he's confirmed a blockbuster showdown. Islam Makhachev will take on Della Maddalena. This is a true super fight, with the lightweight champion moving up in weight to challenge the welterweight king. Fans are already in a frenzy, and it's easy to see why. This is a fight that promises an absolute war.
Hey, just speaking of Islam, are we any closer to getting an update on this fight happening in November? Like, from everything that you're working on right now, is that still the likely time frame for this JDM fight, Madison Square Garden?
Listen, at the end of the day, the fight is done, but I always respectful to the promotion. It is their job. They didn't announce the fight. But I know this, by end of the year, Australia is going to have no champions. I think Volk will remain the champion. I think Maddalena will lose. And I have a lot of respect for Maddalena. I think he's a very nice guy. I think he's a great fighter. I think, he's going to be a very tough fight for Islam. But I believe Islam have all the tools.
Following Dana White's announcement, the MMA community quickly weighed in, with analysts like Shawn Brady providing immediate breakdowns. Brady's analysis went beyond a simple title defense, highlighting the specific challenges this matchup presents for Islam Makhachev. He noted that Della Maddalena's formidable grappling defense and constant motion on the ground make him difficult to control. Furthermore, Maddalena's size and power at welterweight add a crucial layer of difficulty, making it a major challenge for Makhachev not just to secure takedowns, but to maintain top position against a fighter who is so adept at scrambling back to his feet. Brady's comparison of how different opponents have attempted to control Maddalena underscores just how unique and effective the Australian's grappling reversals are.
Speaking of the Islam and Jack fight, what are your early thoughts on that fight?
I think it's a lot tougher of a fight for Islam than people are giving Jack credit for. Like, Jack's very hard to hold down. He's a big body, hits like a freight train, has knockout power, and he showed, like, yeah, you can getting someone down doesn't mean dick. Can you hold them down? Jack's really good at creating scrambles, getting back to his feet, separating hands. Like, we've seen that with Bilal. Gilbert did better at taking Jack down than Bilal did.
Of course, Brady has a personal stake in this one. He's openly admitted he wants to test his own grappling against Islam Makhachev someday, which makes this fight particularly fascinating for him. When it came to a prediction, however, Brady chose Della Maddalena. He made it clear it's not a slight against Islam, but a belief that Jack's unique style and skill set could be a puzzle Islam hasn't encountered before. Ben Vickers, the coach for Della Maddalena, has been shifting the conversation from a general appreciation of Islam Makhachev's skills to a more tactical, microscopic view of his game. He's pushing back on the idea that Islam is an invincible fighter, a notion that many in the fight world seem to hold. Instead of simply marveling at Islam's strengths, Vickers is laser-focused on identifying the very real weaknesses and openings that even the best fighters can leave. This isn't just about watching tape to be impressed. It's about a deep analytical study of the moments when Islam is vulnerable. While watching film, Vickers' approach has been entirely different. He isn't just a spectator anymore, he's a meticulous strategist. He's been carefully logging and analyzing every split-second window of opportunity that Islam presents, building a comprehensive game plan around exploiting those specific moments. This is about more than just a generic strategy. It's about a tailored, detailed plan designed to take advantage of the tiny lapses in Islam's otherwise near-perfect execution. It's a game plan built on the belief that even the most dominant fighters have flaws, and Ben Vickers is confident he's found them.
The other way, and I feel like people put Islam on a pedestal, and don't get me wrong, I am not doubting Islam's credentials in the slightest. He is pound for pound number one. He's the GOAT. He's the best guy to have ever done it for me. But for me now, it's the first time watching footage of Islam and not just enjoying watching him fight, and actually looking at where can we take advantage of some of the weaknesses that we perceive some of the best spots where the opportunities arise. And I've seen a lot that I like, that I can work with, having now actually taken an analytical approach to watching Islam rather than just enjoying him, watching him waste people.
Vickers made it clear he expects Islam to lean on his strengths, a calm, methodical grappling approach. He predicted early takedown attempts and steady pressure against the fence. However, Vickers also acknowledged the risks for Islam. The real danger for the lightweight champion, as Vickers sees it, is what Jack can do in the transitional moments of the fight, where momentum can suddenly shift.
Do you think it's straight away shooting in, establishing his wrestling, getting JDM up against the fence, or do you think he goes out there and actually tries to test his striking against you guys?
No, I don't think he's going to go out and try and test his striking, but I also don't think he's going to rush. You know what I mean? He's a very composed guy. He's a very high-level, skillful person. You know, he's not going to rush and be running at Jack's hips. You know, but he is going to try and get hold of Jack as quickly as possible, even if it's just to try and tire him out in the early parts of the fight and get him into his world quickly. He will take damage from Jack as Belal did if he's on the feet. So I'm sure he's going to not want to be there.
When asked about a potential outcome, Vickers expressed his complete belief that Jack Della Maddalena has the power and timing to catch Islam Makhachev with a fight-ending shot. He stressed that this isn't about hoping for a lucky punch, but about a strategic advantage that can materialize at any point in the fight, whether it's in the early rounds or deep into the championship rounds. Vickers highlighted how Jack maintains a dangerous output even when his opponents begin to fade. He pointed to Jack's performance against a high-volume pressure fighter like Belal Muhammad as a prime example of his sustained cardio and striking efficacy. For Vickers, the confidence isn't just in Jack's knockout power. It's in the fact that his ability to maintain that power and precision for the full 25 minutes means that the fight is never truly safe for Islam. One perfectly timed, well-placed strike from Jack has the potential to instantly change the entire dynamic of the fight, turning a grappling-heavy affair into a dramatic knockout victory.
I just don't think Islam has the chin that Belal has.
Do you feel like it's a situation where this is going to be an eventual down the line, like third, fourth round? Or do you think people might even be shocked to see it happen earlier on?
We know for a fact if Jack clips someone clean on the chin, they can go over. So it could happen in the first minute. It could happen in the 24th minute. It could happen in the 24-minute, 59 seconds. It could happen 3 rounds in. Jack likes long fights. You know, he likes to be in there. But obviously we're not getting paid for overtime. So if the opportunity arises, we're happy to take it. But Jack's cardio, as we saw, Belal's reputedly the best cardio in the UFC, and Jack out cardioed him. Belal was more tired than Jack towards the end of the fight. So you know, Jack's cardio is exceptional. His power.
The conversation then shifted to Chael Sonnen, who, as is his custom, framed the fight with a unique perspective. For Sonnen, a deep understanding of a fight isn't found just in tape study. It's rooted in the history of the sport and the undeniable realities that unfold once the cage door is locked. He emphasized that at this elite level, both camps likely have a strong, private understanding of who the superior fighter is well before the first punch is thrown. While public trash talk and hype are part of the business, the coaches and fighters themselves possess a clear-eyed, behind-the-scenes awareness of the truth of the matchup. Sonnen argued that this private knowledge is the real currency of the fight world. The public narrative is one of unpredictability and drama, but the internal assessment within each camp is far more grounded. He believes the fighters and their teams are not fooled by the hype they themselves help create. They understand exactly what they're walking into, whether it's a favorable matchup or an uphill battle. This perspective suggests that all the pre-fight analysis and public discourse is just noise, and that the true measure of a fighter's confidence or concern is what's said and felt when the cameras are off.
It's very rare that 2 guys walk to a cage and they both don't have the same opinion about who's going to win. I know this is presented to you very different, and you're talking about confidence and you must believe. These are things that you say. Like the fighter or the athlete isn't any different. It's very rare that 2 teams go to play the Super Bowl and aren't both full.
Chael Sonnen pushed back forcefully on the increasingly common narrative that Islam Makhachev will simply dominate Jack Della Maddalena. He argued that this kind of thinking is both mentally draining for fighters and misleading for fans, pointing out that even a renowned grappling force like Khamzat Chimaev has never had the kind of effortless dominance people are now projecting onto Islam. Drawing on his own experience, Sonnen referenced how physically taxing it was to grapple with Jack, and he dismissed the notion that Islam would just steamroll him as, in his own words, revisionist MMA logic.
That came out since Saturday of last week. So just in this past week, there is a narrative that has come out that this is going to be an awful fight, and it's going to be awful because Islam will do to Jack what Chimaev did to Dricus. And that's interesting to me, considering Dricus has never had that done to him. Oh, and by the way, Chimaev's never done that to anybody else. Like it's really a surprise that all of a sudden wrestling has this resurgence because you had two guys fight and something happened that we didn't think would happen, right? Nobody thought that Chimaev could take him down at will and keep him there. Because Chimaev hasn't been able to do that to other guys. And because Dricus has never had it done to him, not for a single round, let alone for a single contest. So to come out of that, all of a sudden this light goes on and you're this big fight expert and oh my goodness, Islam has similar skills. Well, I would have to stop you right there.
According to MMA Guru, Jack Della Maddalena has evolved into an incredibly sharp and composed fighter. It's not just his fast striking that makes him a threat, but his overall demeanor in the cage. He's calm, calculated, and moves with a clear purpose. This steady, purposeful approach, combined with his quick reactions, makes him a difficult puzzle to solve for any opponent. Guru specifically pointed to Jack's speed as a potential game changer, noting his ability to close the distance rapidly, which could present a new challenge for Islam Makhachev. With his control and timing, MMA Guru believes Jack can flip the script on Islam. He framed the fight as a test of whether Islam can adapt to an opponent who doesn't offer the usual openings. The matchup, in his view, is less about a brute force contest and more about a high-level chess match where Islam's ability to adjust to a fighter with superior timing and composure will be the deciding factor. It's about a fighter who is not just technically proficient, but also mentally unshakable under pressure.
JDM looks so fast, I think that speed will translate well against Makhachev. I think he'll beat Makhachev. He's too composed. Makhachev can't catch him with something dynamic. So, I think he beats him.
And that brings us to the end of our deep dive into this incredible matchup. We've heard from a wide range of voices, from the sharp analysis of Shawn Brady and MMA Guru, to the tactical breakdowns from Ben Vickers, and of course, the ever-unique perspective of Chael Sonnen. Each of them has chipped away at the conventional wisdom, showing us that this fight is far more complex than just a champion's routine title defense. The narratives are shifting, and the questions are piling up. Will Islam's grappling be enough to neutralize Jack's relentless pressure? Or will Jack's size, speed, and composure be the key to unlocking a monumental upset? The debate is just getting started, and the anticipation is reaching a fever pitch. We want to hear what you think. Head down to the comments section and let us know your take. Do you agree with the analysts who see this as a potential banana peel for Islam? Or do you believe the champion's dominant style is just too much to overcome? Share your predictions, your favorite moments from this breakdown, and let's keep the conversation going. Your insights are what make this community great, and we're excited to see your predictions. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Octagon HQ, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next breakdown. We'll be bringing you the latest news, analysis, and exclusive content as we get closer to Fight Night. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.